All right, man. What a day it's been. Welcome back,
Crazy.
everybody. It's just me and Aramis today for you guys. R may jump in. We don't know. Caleb won't be here today. But yeah, man. I guess we'll just jump right into what's going on. Um, I actually have the first topic here is what happened backstage. Who knows? I do know that Kevin Holland got into it with Hamzat Chimaev and ultimately now gets that fight, which Aramis, you made a good point earlier about saying they usually don't reward people for their bad behavior. Well, they are now with this fight. So
Definitely, immediately,
yeah,
immediate gratification. The only thing I've heard or read is that Ariel Helwani said that Kazmat push kicked
yeah,
uh,
Kevin, he did.
Kevin.
Right, Kevin responded. He said that he had a video saying, we'll see about that push kick or whatever." Well, I mean, we haven't seen the embedded episode, but maybe it's in there. Who knows if they got that film? I haven't seen no footage, so
I
uh,
doubt it.
yeah. But
I
I
think if
mean,
somebody filmed it, we'd see it already.
yeah, because I mean, they said there someone had a report saying there was like over 100 people in this scrap or something like that with
Well,
Diaz's team.
Dana White said there was over 100 people in the bag. Kazmat had 30. Diaz had 50.
Yeah,
So that's 80 people right there just for two
that's
fighters. So
that's crazy. So yeah, our next topic is what is going on, and that is all the changes that happened to the fights. I mean, let's just jump into that. What are your initial thoughts on everyone switching up? And
man, welcome to Vince McMahon version
yeah,
of the UFC.
yeah,
Because
for real,
I even when they were talking about it happening, I was like, that'll never happen, and then it really happened.
it did. Yeah,
I think I'm kind of upset because everybody wants to see Nate pull off an upset. Even though he could have got hit by a train,
hmm
but I do like the fact that Nate or Tony is now going to definitely get a win tonight, and they haven't had one in a while, so that's kind
yeah,
of cool. I think Tony was gonna. I was gonna pick Tony over Jing Liang.
right, Li
About to say
Jingliang.
his name.
Sure.
I was gonna pick him anyway, and then originally I think I was gonna pick Nate, but I was not gonna lie, I was gonna pick Nate solely on the fact that it's his last. This would be my last time to pick Nate in the MMA fight. So why not?
Right.
That's why I was gonna pick him. But
For sure being potentially his last UFC fight. I think I bet on Nate, but I wasn't necessarily going to pick him in my
pick Nate. Yeah,
predictions.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
He was 1,000 underdog or something.
Right.
Like
But
ridiculous.
I don't know if I was even going to go with Tony in the Li Jingliang fight. I think I was going to pick Lee, but we'll get into our actual predictions now
Yeah,
later.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, here in a little bit. But my next question is whose stock right now is higher? This is not off the topic of UFC 279, sorry, but whose stock right now is higher, Leon Edwards or Cyril Gahn? Being Cyril Gahn just fought in Paris against Tai Tuivasa, had a massive win, and Leon now just holding the belt for the first time at welterweight.
Uh, for me, this is a very easy question. I feel like Kane definitely
Yeah,
has a higher stock. Only because you could sort of look at Leon winning the belt as a fluke still. He just got caught. Usman got caught. It can
sure.
happen to anybody. I'm not taking nothing from him winning the belt because he won the belt, but he really got to. He
He kind of
lost the
got
fight for quite a bit
sure, and the same could be
against.
said about Yuri, right? I mean, he was losing the fight and pulls off a miracle at the end of the fight. Same thing could be
Yeah.
said, sure.
And it's like that was a good fight, and I wouldn't mind seeing it again. It just sucks because the longer you wait, the older Glover gets. And I mean, those months on the old man's body are different than the months on the young man's body.
Right, I could understand. Yeah, so I could agree with that. I think Cyril Gahn's stock right now is higher. I don't like the fact that he's not willing to fight Curtis Blades. I think Blades is an ideal matchup right now, considering
Did
that
he
Jones
say
is.
that?
Yeah, he said that he told Ariel Helwani. He said that he doesn't think that Blades has enough star power or has a big enough name to fight right now, so it makes no sense for him. To me, it sounds like you're ducking him. I say you still make that matchup. I don't care because Aspinall is not going to come back for a while. That division's kind of a mess right now with Jones trying to step back into the picture. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think
he
Cyril
needs
Gahn.
to.
Yeah, I think he does at the end of the year. We'll see. I think
I
282 is
and,
the picture.
and just so we know, the only reason I say he needs to is because I'm tired of hearing about it. I want it,
Right.
but I'm definitely tired of it being teased.
Right. Yeah. At this point, you're just like either make it happen or just shut up about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next topic we have is Demetrius Johnson. He actually got a huge win, got his belt back in one fighting championship against Marias. What is his first name?
Adrian or something like that?
No, yeah, Adriano Marias. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm
We
wrong.
could be saying it wrong.
Right, but he got a big win. Nonetheless. Yeah, let's talk about it. I mean, the discussion there was it a bad trade for the UFC?
That was an awful trade.
Yeah, I
Awful
mean,
trade for the UFC, and his division got like there's people that I wouldn't mind seeing him fight now. You know, when he left, it was like clear cut. Even when Henry Cejudo beat him,
right.
you know that I didn't think he stood a chance. You know what I'm saying? And
Definitely. I
he went
mean,
over there, and he's only lost one fight. He caught a knee on the ground, which is
which
legal there,
legal there?
so you can't take nothing from that. But like that's different. And he came back and he put on a show. Like
Yeah.
the knockout that he got back on him was nice, and he hit him with a flying knee too. And I just feel like that puts him right back in GOAT. You know, like he's always going to be in the GOAT conversation to me.
Right, but it kind of moves him up again. Like
Yeah, yeah, it puts him right back. Like he's still in the conversation.
Sure.
I'm still doing it.
Yeah,
So.
I definitely. I completely agree with everything you said. I would say, it is like bittersweet that he got that knee back. You know, kind of like a revenge status, exclamation mark on his career. Hey, one got their guy. They got a guy right now that's a legend and could possibly be their company one day. Next on the topics we got Israel Adesanya versus Alex Bahia for UFC 281. I'll give you my initial thoughts here. It's a great trilogy fight considering they fought twice in kickboxing. Alex holds 2 wins over Israel. I will say it's a different game here with MMA, and I think Israel is a different opponent now than when he fought Alex. Considering that he had a really good fight before the knockout too, so he was actually doing very well in that fight. What do you think? Who do you got? Early prediction. Let's just say early because you could change
My
it.
early prediction is Izzy. I really want to see how Pierre's weight cut goes too, because he's a
big
heavyweight,
dude, yeah, for sure.
Basically, I was like, but Izzy had a lot of fights in the UFC before, and I've seen him grow.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying? I've seen fights where he got taken down, and then the next fight, Derek Brunson couldn't take him down.
Right, he showed his.
I've seen his growth. I've only seen Alex in two fights where he knocked somebody out, and then he had a
good one
fight with
against Bruno Silva, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't feel like that should have happened.
Right,
I'm taking nothing from Bruno Silva.
Right, but considering Gerald Meerschaert knocked out Bruno Silva and Gerald Meerschaert got knocked out by Hamzat, so let's talk about that. That's levels, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he didn't even put him away. That's kind of a bad thing. Well,
yeah. MMA math don't work like that, but
it don't.
Should.
But right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. But it should.
The math ain't math.
Because I make my picks like that sometimes too.
Right. No, you definitely can't. You definitely can't. I've learned my lessons. You can't make your picks based on common opponents. It never works out for you. You gotta in the moment. You gotta see it in the moment. But yeah, definitely a good one. UFC 281. That's actually going to be not this next pay-per-view after 279, but the one after that. Hopefully 282 will have Jones and Miocic. Next we got Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. We'll go over this one quite quickly. I don't know. People are saying they got Jake, but I see this is Silva's fight to lose, even at his age of 47.
I mean, if he wins, it's because he's old. If Jake beats him, it's literally because he's old. But here's the one thing I don't like. I recently saw the DC fight where DC and Silva fought, and DC caught Anderson with the overhand right multiple times, and that's Jake's punch.
That is his.
So I mean, just because DC is a different animal, and he could have wrestled. You know what I'm saying? And could have wrestled him. There's a big difference between DC and Jake Paul. But I'm just saying that is a weakness, possibly, that he could catch him with his favorite punch a few times.
Sure.
But I think Anderson should win. But I'm a big Anderson Silva fan.
Me too. That's one of my favorite fighters. So of course I'm going to vote for him. But No, Jake is definitely a threat. I mean, considering he's young, he's streaking, he's high, he's full of confidence. But Silva's head movement and Tyron Woodley's head movement, we're talking like, different things here.
Yeah, even
Hopefully,
old.
right, even old Silva still has a good head movement footwork. So I'm a hope that's the case in this fight. We'll move on. Initially I did have the topic here was who if they get a title shot, or would they get a sorry, I can't speak. Would they get a title shot if they win? And that would have been Diaz and Chimaev. But now the question is Kevin Holland if he beats a number 3 ranked Khamzat Chimaev. Are we seeing Edwards next? Colby? Who are we looking at next for if Holland pulls off, let's say, a choke on Khamzat, it gets like a Darce choke and puts him asleep on a shocker?
Well, I don't know. That's a great question.
Yeah. I mean, it really shakes things up, right? I mean,
Colby, if Colby's smart, and he's not going to fight unless it's for the belt.
Sure. But he's already done that, right? He's already had like that pass where he didn't fight Usman or didn't fight. No, he beat Woodley, I think. He beat Woodley in the meantime and then got Usman again.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So I think he would fight a Holland. I mean, it's like he's gonna wrestle him because
it doesn't matter. It's just I wanted risk. It's just a risk. Holland wasn't supposed to be Kazmat. Yeah, but Holland shouldn't even be in the situation he's in right now that we're talking about. You get what I'm saying? So
I know, but it's the matter of the rankings. It's like Holland isn't ranked, but he beats number 3. He takes that spot or moves up. And if Colby's inactive, because Usman's number 1 now, you got to think about that.
Yes. Here's my thing: if Usman and Edwards fight, then I think they go right. I mean, then whoever wins, if Leon wins again, he goes right into Colby. But also, they might try to sneak that fight in before the Usman fight, depending on what his restrictions
make it a number 1 contender, right? Because it's gonna
no. I'm talking about they might just have Colby versus Edwards.
Oh,
if
right
Usman can't fight. Yeah, because I mean, Colby's like Robert Whitaker.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the number 1 contender type of thing.
Yeah.
So, I feel that. But I think
Dustin Poirier. Every weight class kind of has one now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got Dustin Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier, fucking we just said it at 170.
Light heavyweight, 170.
We got Colby.
Yeah. Colby. And 185, that would be
Whitaker.
Robert Whitaker. 155 would be Poirier. 145 would be Holloway.
Yeah. So I mean, like,
yeah, pretty much.
There's like very, very right now, and it's never been like that. There's very clear 1s and 2s.
Sure. Yeah. There is, but the fact that Leon snuck that win away from Usman, it just makes everything like whatever now. You know what I mean?
Usman said it took him 20 minutes to realize what it really happened.
That's crazy.
He said the referee was talking to him. He said, "What? No!" And then he was like, he finally stepped back. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, great. We're into the next topic here. You want to know what physical attribute makes it? Wait, did you want to switch that one for?
We already switched it out because
I will answer this one though. Your question was what physical attribute makes a great MMA fighter. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I can't say athleticism, but like your overall, overall athleticism. Attribute strength. I think strength.
Yeah, I was like, mine is definitely going with reach or strength.
Cardio.
Because that's what everybody says is like when he grabs you, it's a difference. You know, like it's not like
a different strong.
That's something very commonly that you hear when you run into like a great wrestler. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say wrestling is the number 1 thing, but you know,
right? It definitely is. Like in MMA, wrestling base is like the best chance to win. Like your best way to victory. You're closing the gap between getting punched from someone, taking their power away. And
it's hard for someone to punch you in the face or knock you out off the ground. I mean, it happens,
right?
Not
right. Insert Kevin Holland, gift right there. We'll roll through these actually last one here, and then we got our predictions. Best card of this year so far. You may not have to know the
I'm not gonna know the number,
right? But
I'm gonna tell you, I think the card was awful. I think I picked every fight wrong, and Caleb's gonna absolutely hate me for saying this. But when Amanda lost, just for
Oh,
the shock value
hmm
of that happening, that's like one of the most memorable things that stick to my mind or come to my mind when I think about it.
sure.
It's also crazy. Chef Jinko had a close fight this year, also.
Yeah, with Talia
I don't even
Santos.
remember. Yeah, that
Hmm
was a close ass fight. But
Yep.
yeah, for sure. And I don't know, that wasn't the same card, was it?
I don't think so.
But
Because they were
but yeah,
both. No, that was the Dallas the card. No, never mind. That was when she got her belt back. I was thinking of the Dallas card. Never mind. I don't remember that far back. I'm gonna say, off the top of my mind, either the UFC Fight Night London, the first one where Tom Aspinall got the arm lock on Volkov. That was like crazy finishes. Patty Pimblett, Molly McCann with the spinning elbow. That was crazy.
that was
Um,
a good card.
Either that one or the UFC Fight Night Austin was a great one. Kevin Holland was on that card. Adrian Yanez was on that card, and they both had finishes. He actually choked out Cowboy Oliveira on that card, and Yanez actually finished Tony Kelly. Yeah, great card.
Uh, since we're throwing out fight nights, I got to throw out the Neil Luque fight night.
That was
I think there
crazy.
was
Yeah,
like 5 or 6 finishes in that
yeah,
card too. I think they tied the record that night
they did
for
tie. It was
most
like
finishes.
11 finishes or 10
Yeah,
finishes.
so
Yeah.
that was a pretty dope card too. When you said that, I was like, oh, can't forget that. And also, shout out to my boy Neil. I'm super proud. Not trying to fanboy over here, but super proud of what he's
Oh,
come
heck yeah.
back. He's
Luke
fighting
is
like
one
the
of
old Neil
yeah,
again.
for sure. Luke is one like my top 3 favorite fighters, and he did that to him. That's really big. So yeah, shouts out to Jeff, from Central Texas. Give us a shout out or something if you see us. Awesome. Now we'll jump right into our UFC 279 predictions. Aramis, you can go ahead and start. You're just picking the 3 fights that were switched around.
Uh, I'm gonna go Rodriguez just because last time I seen Gene Liang fight, it was against Kazmat, and he just threw him in the corner and
Yeah,
choked
just
him
got
out.
all right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So and then I'm gonna go Kazmat
Okay.
against Holland. Just so everybody knows, that's my MMA mind saying Kazmat, but I would love for Holland to win that
Right.
fight. I'm a Holland
I'm
fan.
right
He's
there,
from
100% with you.
Texas.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Uh, the main event.
Nate
Oh
versus
man,
Tony.
they both got cardio, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Nate simply because he's fought at 170 before.
Yeah.
Tony
I
didn't
mean,
even fought at 170.
well, yeah, he did, but late, like earlier in his career. But yeah, he actually has a lot
But
of
he was
knockouts.
young. It's
Right,
different.
right. It's different. He's been putting on that
Yeah,
weight,
that's a
right?
different body.
Sure. And he did look a little sluggish. Like, okay, if you just watch back the Chandler fight, I will say this before my prediction, but if you watch that back before the knockout, he kind of looked like he was gassing already in the second round. He had him hurt in the first, and he kind of went all out, and then he
What you
just
mean?
kind of.
He got knocked out in like 10 seconds of the second round.
That's what I'm saying. But like, I mean, the way he had his hands down, I didn't understand it. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but just watch it back.
No.
Okay,
Well, Chandler said Tony hold his hands like this. He was
yeah, he
like, so I
did.
knew the kick was there. So I mean, that's just a weird Tony thing he got caught doing. You
It's
know what
like
I
he
mean?
was circling. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but like it's like when he was circling, he put his hands down by his waist, and that's when he got kicked. He threw the front kick.
But that could have been more of a technique thing compared to tired. I don't think
Sure,
second round.
you might be right. I'm still. I'll say this. That doesn't alter my prediction at all. I'm actually gonna pick the full main card here. We got Johnny Walker versus Iwan Kutalaba. I'm gonna pick Iwan. Johnny Walker has no chin. Um,
Uh,
pretty
have you
simple.
seen have you seen the latest thing that he said that he was smoking CBD and CBD has a little bit of THC and
Yeah, and
that was ruining his
only
life and making him go to practice late and so
yeah.
everything he blamed everything on weed. I was like, I don't think that's what it was, but all right.
I don't either, bro. That would have made me hit the gym. Then we got Irene Aldana versus Macy Chiasson. I'm gonna pick Irene Aldana. Just
Another cut. That's a weird catch weight fight.
yeah, another one. I'm actually gonna go with Li Jing Liang against Daniel Rodriguez. I think Liang being prepared for the crazy Tony style and Daniel Rodriguez being laid out so long with his hand injury is gonna play a factor in this. Lee being the more active fighter. Hamzat versus Kevin. I'm going exactly with you, Aramis. I'm picking Hamzat, but I would love for Kevin Holland to get this win, pull off a choke or something crazy. And in the main event, I'm picking Tony. It's not actually going to be Nate. I'm going with Tony Ferguson. I think I I think Nate had nothing to lose, so to speak, in this fight, and Tony has everything to lose. Like Tony doesn't really want to quit fighting. Nate wants
Yeah,
to be out,
Tony.
so it's kind of like
Yeah,
a
I feel that.
who wants it
I feel
more.
that. That's a great point for that situations.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, I definitely could see Nate winning. Like you said, the cardio factor. I think Nate has a great gas tank. He's built for 5 rounds, the 5 rounder.
Tony definitely is too, but at 155, we would never,
I did right, exactly. You're putting on that extra weight, and that could cause you to slow down. So we shall see. A great card, nonetheless, it was a crazy one in the making. We won't do our NFL Week 1 predictions. I'll say that for whenever the football guys want to get on. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys. All right, brother. I'll see you in the next one. Y'all
All right,
take it
man.
easy. 254 Talk. We out.